Hey, Kristi Noem for the win. I like what's going on in Chicago. And it's MAGA Hat Monday. Let's go.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil, chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
We're sending in the Department of War at the request that I made to Secretary Hegseth. They're going to be rolling in here within the next 24 hours. They'll be coming to Chicago.
Okay, you're watching the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall. Mind you, I'm your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. I like what's happening in Chicago. I like it, I love it. And it couldn't come any sooner. I tell you, it couldn't come soon enough. It was long overdue. And basically, Trump's message to these blue cities is, if you don't clean up your room, we're going to come in and do it for you. Because lives are at stake. Civilian lives are at stake. Innocent lives are at stake. And there are no innocent victims of ICE. Let me repeat that. There are no innocent victims of Donald Trump and ICE. So, the fandango is happening already in Chicago. It happened right away. It kicked off right away. They met resistance, of course, because, you know, when you're under the influence of Democrat leadership, you think anything the Republicans do is evil and out to get you. So when these ICE agents come in to do something for their benefit, they bring the resistance. And resistance they brought, or at least attempted to. Bunch of ICE agents loaded up a couple of detainees in a transporter, and then all of a sudden, bam! A truck rams them from behind. And the truck repeatedly rams them, tries to elude the other vehicles giving chase, and then crashes into a barrier on an island. By island, I don't mean some tropical place with trees and stuff. I mean that concrete slab that's in the middle of wide streets that's not quite a sidewalk. That's what I mean by island. They crash into that, and they hit a bunch of guardrails and barriers, and the people in the car looked like there was more than one occupant. They yanked out the driver and whatever other occupant was in there and proceeded to arrest them. Also, a middle-aged angry woman started coming at the ICE agents with a semi-automatic machine gun. She started shooting at these ICE agents. Well, bang, bang, they shot her down. And no word on the condition of this person. I'm hearing that she is now dead. Ha ha ha, dead, dead, dead. So, they're going to complain about this. You're going to hear from J.B. Pritzker saying that Kristi Noem is not well received. Maybe she's not well received by J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, but The people love Kristi Noem. They love and adore and cannot live without Kristi Noem. She is beyond awesome as general consensus of the few, the proud, law-abiding citizens of Chicago who want law and order in their once storied town. And so, as usual, J.B. Pritzker is a big fat liar in more ways than one. And so, here we are, folks. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And J.B. Pritzker is sitting there lying. Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, has been invisible. But, yeah, you gotta keep a clean house, or the feds are gonna come in and clean it for you. Lives are at stake. Innocent lives are at stake. And we can't be having this. Now, you're gonna have a major illegal immigrant crisis, plus gangbangers. What are you kidding? Are you kidding me? So you figure, with the trespassers gone from your city, you could handle the gangbangers. Common sense, simple basic mathematics, but no, you want to resist Donald Trump and resist law and order that you, Brandon Johnson, and you, J.B. Pritzker, failed to bring to the law-abiding citizens of Chicago. But in your eyes, the closest thing to a law-abiding citizen to you is a shoplifter, a career shoplifter. I'm sure. You embrace iniquity. You sons of bitches, both of you. And this is something that, in all fairness, we cannot completely pile on Brandon Johnson. He could have done something about it in his time as mayor. Lori Lightfoot, the previous mayor, could have done it. I would even argue to say that every mayor since 1931 could have done something about it. Bill Thompson, the two-time mayor of Chicago, was the last Republican mayor in his second go-around as mayor to serve as his honor of City Hall in Chicago. That term was 1927 to 1931. In other words, Chicago has never seen a Republican mayor since Herbert Hoover was president. Okay? We're talking about a mayoral term that began before the Great Depression. We're talking about a mayoral term that began while Calvin Coolidge was president. Are you kidding me? So, we're going on nearly a century of Democratic leadership in Chicago. And they couldn't get their act together. They couldn't bring down the crime. They had to let it build up to the psychoses we're seeing right now. The psychotic cycle that we're seeing right now. Let me tell you, you gotta do something about your crime rate out there. And Donald Trump's only trying to help you out there. And one criminal element, at least one criminal element, was shot and possibly killed by these ICE agents. Don't screw around. Let these people do their jobs. And you have some other liberals with bullhorns telling them go get another job. Go get another job. Don't quit your job. Stop doing this. I'm thinking of applying for ICE. It's a great way to serve my country at my ripe old age of 56. Because that boat of joining the military has already sailed past me. But I want a strong military. And I have the right to say I don't want my soldiers fat. Like J.B. Pritzker. That fat guy, LMAO. And here's where the problem lies. People embrace iniquity to the point where they're even defending it against correction. And this is another reason why I say you can't really negotiate with these liberals. It seems as though everything left of center is this psychotic culmination, the circus tent, as I said yesterday, of all these evil, satanic clowns, jihadists, communists, child groomers, child rapists, morbidly obese people calling themselves body positive while they eat themselves into the grave. And all with a vicious hatred towards morality and normality. And there's where the problem lies. There's a fine line between human and animal. A Homo sapien is an animal. But you have to figure out which Homo sapien you are. Are you a human or an animal? And crime runs rampant because of the Democrats. And it's proven again in Chicago, who has never seen a Republican mayor since 1931. Unbelievable. I pray for the law-abiding citizens of Chicago. I pray for their safety. I pray that God guide them and be with them, and that they come to their senses and start voting Republican.
You look around, I look around.
I intend to vote Republican here in New York. We have a mayoral race here in New York. There's a disgruntled ex-Democrat candidate, former governor of New York, that's running as an independent, a jihadist communist that won the Democratic nomination, and a righteous man who cares about public safety and loves animals, and founder of the Guardian Angels, running on the Republican ticket. I'm voting for the Republican. His name's Curtis Sliwa. And if you live in New York, you should too, so this city doesn't spiral into further chaos that it's already in. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, MC Tuto.